Hi guys, welcome to another Stats by Stokes video. In today's video, we'll be talking about 3 NFL playoff games. But before we start, we'll talk about the 2 NFL games on Saturday. So we'll begin with the Chargers with the Texans, a little analysis. It was a terrible game for that Chargers offense. They had that 186-yard touchdown to Lyle McConkey and 2 field goals. Other than that, it might have been the worst performance of the entire year. Herbert struggled. He got sacked 4 times. O-line did terrible. He also threw 4 picks. Nearly threw 2 pick sixes. Shout out J.K. Dobbins for tackling Derek Stingley because he was going for a pick 6. But anyway, it was just a terrible game for them. And for the Steelers and Ravens, it was also terrible for the Steelers. They might have had the worst first half of all time for their franchise. It was terrible. They were outgained 308-60. That's like 250 yards of margin. That's what it would usually be like for something for a blowout in the entire game, let alone just the first half. It was just a rough night for the Steelers. But anyway, let's get started. We'll begin with the Broncos and the Bills. Broncos have been really surprising. This is their first playoff berth since they went Super Bowl 50. But why I think they will win the Super Bowl? No. They're going to get smoked. Even though Bo Nix, he's done really good rookie quarterback. He's got some great weapons. The defense has been really good, especially the pass rush. Nick Bonito and Zach Allen, these guys you've probably never heard of, they've done really good this year. I don't know if they got Pro Bowl nod, but they should have, in my opinion. But when I said they were going to get smoked, it's because they're playing the MVP Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills. The defense, even though it's just been okay this year. Okay is better than bad. If your defense is okay, but you still got the Bills offense, you're going to be fine. Josh Allen has been insane this year. Shout out James Cook. He's been a really good guy with Josh Allen in the backfield. And the receivers have stepped up really good, even though they don't have the best weapons in the world. Prediction for this game, the Bills are favored by 7.5. They're going to cover. Final score is 31-21. The next game is the Packers versus the Eagles. The Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love got hurt in Week 18, but seems like he's fine now. If he doesn't play, it doesn't really matter because Malik Willis is 2-0. No, it does matter because they're playing the Eagles. But anyway, Josh Jacobs has been really good. Great second half. Shout out him. He made my fantasy team 10 million times better from an 0-9 start to not finishing last place. I'll take that, Joshua. But anyway, the Eagles, their defense is so good. I like the Packers' defense, really underrated, but not better than the Eagles. Eagles, great secondary, great pass rush, great run defense. You could ask for anything. If you asked them, go sack the quarterback, they would do that. Get a pick 6, they would probably do that. Get a scoop and score, they'll probably do that. Ask them to do anything, they'll probably try their best to do it. But the real main thing is, how's this offense going to do when Jalen Hurts is recovering from a concussion and he's back? But we don't know how he's going to do. In those Week 17 and Week 18, it was mostly Tanner McKee because Pickett got hurt. But anyway, A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, they're both going to have to step up pretty big because they really had disappointing years this year. And I don't know if Dallas Goedert's back. I don't know yet. Hopefully he is, though, because that would really help them a lot. Also, they have the best O-line still, even though they don't have Jason Kelce. The prediction for this game, the Packers are not favored. They are favored to lose by 5.5, but they're going to be covering. It's going to be super close. The final score for this one is going to be 17-16. Mark my words, I've done it before. Eagles are winning by a field goal. Game-winning field goal entering the last seconds. Shout out Jake Elliott for nailing that kick and making all Eagles fans happy. All right, the last game, I'll try to make this one quick, is the Commanders versus the Bucs. Jaden Daniels has been really good for the Commanders. He's led them to a very surprising 12-5. Shout out to Jaden Daniels. Really good. Rookie of the year. Even though there's a bunch of good other rookies like Brock Bowers and Brian Thomas Jr., but he's going to win because the team's success. Honestly, he could be up there for MVP. Definitely going to finish top 10. But anyway, Terry McLaurin's been a great weapon for him. Brian Robinson also really good. Eckler's fallen off, and his defense is pretty good. It's not the best, but not the worst. It's like borderline, like average in the league. But they're gonna have trouble going up against this insane Buccaneers passing game. Mayfield, he's had over 4,000 passing yards, 41 touchdowns. Just the problem is the picks. 16 picks. He hasn't been good. If he cut down the picks, maybe he could be in MVP conversations. You never know. But Mike Evans had his every single year, I think in his career, he's had over 1,000 yards. Also, everybody's like, oh, the Buccaneers run game is going to be sucking. It's going to be so bad entering the year. Shout out Bucky Irving. He has done so good for this team. He has made it really hard for do you think it's going to be passed? Do you think it's going to be run? He made it really hard because usually the Bucs are just a really good pass team and they can just easily stop the run. But now they can't do both because Bucky Irving can make you look foolish out there. Can hit you with a juke, spin move, whatever. The prediction for this game, the Bucs, it was 3 a little bit ago, but now it went back down to 2.5. So, but I do think they'll barely cover. The final score is going to be 27-24. Mark my words, it's not going to be on a field goal. It's going to stay that score for the last 5 minutes. Jaden Daniels is going to choke because he's just a rookie. Well, that's it for today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.